for a loss.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Now Jones. Flushed out right. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the first down marker. It's a gain of 9 yards. And they're going to face a 3rd down.
This early in the game, it's all about making steady progress downfield, hoping to lead to early points. And you can do it with your actual play calls or sometimes something a little more improvised, as we just saw there.
Third and 2. They'll try the left side. Goodson. And shutting him off. Now open field. Down the left sideline. 50 yards for him already. An excellent drive to kick off this divisional round matchup. That might be an understatement. A stop there on 3rd. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on 1st and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there. And I'd go right at him with another momentum play. I'd go quickly and attack them, because right now they probably have their heads down a little bit since they didn't stop him on 3rd down.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I will see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
So now it's 3rd and goal. This Raven defense trying to keep him out of the end zone. Back to throw. Jones. That's complete to his running back, Herbert. Touchdown, Colts! Khalil Herbert from 3 yards out. And the Colts are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And not what he was hoping for when he brought it out. They're going to get him down short of the 15-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15. They go play action now. Jackson sliding out of the pocket. Going deep for Walker. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
We've always got to remember that once the ball's in the air, the defender has every right to go after it that a receiver does. And that was a battle for positioning on that play. And in the end, he's able to force the incomplete pass.
On 3rd down, Jackson. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Just 3 catches in the wild card victory for him a week ago, and now he's got his first here, and it's good for a 1st down. Jackson now. Flush to his right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
Here's 2nd and 10. To throw again is Jackson. That is caught. Rashad Bateman. He will go out right near the 35-yard line. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Now they'll fake the jet sweep and run up the middle with Henry. And he'll take this down to the 33.
Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw there? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman. The ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field and made that play?
They go play action with Jackson. Rolling to his right. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Now it's Jackson. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here. They'll run. It's Henry. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. Derrick Henry denied here on 4th down. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. Now he's loose at the 40. And even 100 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in this divisional round matchup. And Mr. Reliable shows those legs again here in the playoffs.
And what do coaches tell us all the time? In the playoffs, the team that runs the football well will win the game and ultimately be a champion. They're trying to prove that fact today.
Setting the tone on the ground. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Here's Jones off the play fake. He'll get that complete to Alberto. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a 1st down as well. Herbert looking for a signal, but none forthcoming. They stopped him shy of the goal line. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. He'll try again, and he takes it in for a Colts score. Khalil Herbert with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Colts go up by 2 touchdowns. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. In motion left, Bateman. Play action. Now Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To throw is Jackson. Flushed out right. And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. They'll run on 1st down. Goodson. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. They'll keep it on the ground. Goodson. That's some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. 127 yards rushing for him now as he has been strong here in the first half of this divisional round matchup. On 1st down, Goodson. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. Off the play fake, Jones. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. Jones on 3rd down. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. And now the Colts call on their field goal unit here. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Now Jackson. Eluding the pressure. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line. It's a sack. Here's Jackson on 3rd and long.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked by Cameron Bynum. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Jones now throwing on 1st down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. To throw again, Jones. Forced out to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
Now Jones to throw on 3rd down. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey.
And the Ravens are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football.
And this ball recovered by the offense, but remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he probably wishes he would have sat on that one. Instead, he's only... able to get this up beyond the 15-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding
nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Second time in this game, Charles, the ball is squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled?
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
And I feel a little bit like a traitor as a former defender because that big man did not want to go down and refused to go down. If you're a defender and you don't get the right angle on a big tight end like him, he can run right through you like you're not even there, and he did a lot of that on that play.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the gun, Jackson. Flush to his right. It's complete. This is Derrick Henry. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Again, Jackson. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down. The Ravens send their punter out now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd down and 1. They'll keep it on the ground. Goodson, and he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs, and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
They go play action here on 1st down. And he's got Pierce. And he's got this down to the 35. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. They run the counter. Goodson. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Now a handoff up the middle. Goodson. And once again, they stop him behind the line. Great job by this Ravens defense. 3rd and 15 coming up after that loss of 2. Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Here's Jones, throwing on 3rd and long. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman, and unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. And that will wind up just short. He had it online. It ran out of gas at the end, and the lead will stay put at 17.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
It's a big play there for Baltimore. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson taking it in from 14 yards out. And the Ravens are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Jackson and the Ravens still on the field. They'll go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. They'll roll him out right. And he'll get in for the 2 points, as that'll cut the lead down from 11 to 9. Here's the kick unit now for the Ravens as they'll send this one away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And now first downs are key. They want to keep that clock moving, up by 2. Taking it right down Broadway. Now he's loose at the 40, inside the 20. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Tyler Goodson, 71 yards. And the Colts are drawing closer to a date in the AFC title game as they extend this. And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Trenton Simpson.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, kind of a costly one, as he won't make it back to the 20. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. And he's able to get up here to the 26. Now a 2nd and 2. From the gun, it's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Give him big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Throwing is Jackson. Flushed out right. It got his man complete. And in for the Ravens touchdown. A big play there. 74 yards. And the Ravens get a bit closer.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Now a big play here as the Ravens are going to go for the 2-point conversion. Jackson here, he's going to look to throw. And they're going to get the 2. It's caught. So they get the conversion, and now we're back to a 1-score game. And the touchdown apparently not enough. They want more, an onside kick. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here's the kick unit now for the Ravens as they'll send this one away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And this has been a tight game to this point. Of course, they usually are at this juncture of the playoffs. But with the lead and the football, the clock right now their friend as they try to book their spot in the conference championship next Sunday. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Up the middle they go. Goodson. Down the numbers. There he goes. And he is finally brought down at the Ravens' 27-yard line. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Now Jones going to change it up here.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
On second down, it's Jones.
And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line.
A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on 1st down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line.
My, oh my, 250 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
So the offense a little antsy. The flag comes out. And a 5-yard penalty. Ooh, moving from his tight end spot there.
Do you think that perhaps the play call was for him?
Well, that's a tough, costly penalty because now it makes it 3rd and 6 after the false start. Off play action. Jones eluding the pressure right. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. It'll go in the books as a sack and a loss of a yard. But more importantly, it leads to 4th down. And this one is right through. And that will extend their lead even further.
So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
Here's 1st and 10.
Play action. It's Jackson.
That is caught. Bateman.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10. Jackson.
Flush to his right. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7.
Here's 2nd down. Here's Jackson.
And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey.
And the Colts are going to take possession.
I need it. Cat. Okay, it's me and my kinfolk. Cat, that is my MO. 925, my area code. Don't give a what you been. Share they G, put her friend.
That's how I be happy. It's for all my not a baby. For my ladies on